Welcome back, you beautiful bastions of freedom. We have got to talk about this Epstein botched trust abuse file thing that happened yesterday. Guys, this is something that is so important that people do not clearly understand. The trust that is garnered and built through you and Mai's connection, right? What the creator-viewer relationship is so important and built on trust, which is why I always try to bring you the utmost research points, why I always articulate all my points and source them in every single video I've ever done, because I can always say, here's where the information came from, because that trust is so incredibly important. Yesterday, with the influencers coming out of the White House and the whole debacle with the Epstein and the overblowing of what was going to happen with binders that you normally wouldn't do, and all of a sudden this big photo op that was staged, there's a massive backlash because there was a nothing burger. It was literally 2 pieces of bun and public information. The reason this is so important, not because Trump is bad or Trump is evil, the reason this is so important is all the momentum that was garnered for Pam Bondi, for Kash Patel, for the Trump administration, for the people's perception of what is right needs to happen in this country to save it, was abused yesterday in a horribly botched photo op. Now, I'm not saying the intent was not there. Again, understand, I'm on team freedom and anti-tyranny. But you have to understand that the relationship between creator and viewer was squandered yesterday. That's why you're seeing such a massive backlash online. That's why you have the influencers who were involved in that photo op that is never going away. That will always be there, them holding up that sensitive information in a white binder forever, because it was viewed as something that was distasteful. And when it finally came out with the information after all the selfies, now there was a 4D chess move and a 3D chess move, and they knew the whole time, but they couldn't say it. Guys, I'm going to cover this deeply because the side that we're on is the just side. But when we are squandering these types of relationships for either clicks or for views or for exposure or for a manipulated narrative, you have to understand this is what is so distasteful that we see the left doing. The Harry Sissons, the Davey Hoggs, every single influencer and creator on TikTok, on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it. They all do copy and paste the same talking points. They all do Twitter profiles that are sent out by ActBlue or paid for by ActBlue and sent out by these DC apparatus. The reason that the creators and the influencers are popular and that are followed is because they do not follow, the viewers do not follow that type of propaganda. They just appeared to do it yesterday. Now there's this whole grand plan of they knew the entire time. Their actions do not support that. I'm going to show you guys the entire thing. This is one of the more important stories that we have to cover because trust can be rebuilt, but without it, you will be nothing but the same as every other administration. Let me know what you guys think.